What's up, boys and girls? We are back after that weird ass Monday slate. They just just kind of gave everybody the day off. So I get why they did it because they stacked 4th of July this week. So how we living, Smitty?
Pretty good. Yeah, yesterday was kind of disappointing when I opened up the schedule, but I figured that was why, just to give teams off, give them a break. But we're back at it today.
Yeah. All right, we got a nice little 11 gamer. I kind of like the turbo slate today too. I wish I had time to play it. Interesting spot today. Ownership right now. We're going to start with pitching. It's pretty spread out. I'm a little surprised at a hair of it, but overall, nothing that really shocked me. What do anything stand out to you first look?
Nothing really in terms of ownership, just that it's really spread out. And I think in single entry, it's probably going to be the same way. I don't really see any one specific option being like mega chalk.
Yeah. So I'll tell you, like, my favorite thing I'm looking at right now that I've just been staring at all day is I'm really considering stacking G-Rod and Kirby in that late game. Especially if we get the ump before. I really like both of their upsides today. They're priced right. I don't think anybody single stacks that game, and the books have that total at 7. So that's one of the things I like. When I look at that kind of thing, like I'm looking at those totals, and it's actually juiced to the under. So I think that might be a unique way to get a little different with those two guys.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Those are my two highest exposed pitchers right now. I'm overweight on both of them. This spot's just really good. I don't love attacking the Orioles, but like you said, Vegas believes in Kirby, and I mean, he's been good all season, so I like going there.
Yeah, I just think, like, if you're going to go Kirby, I think that's like a cool way to get different here. Right, because the challenge is like today, Scooble's pitching too, but the Twins don't K anymore, and I get the O's haven't, but I think it's a good spot. I like how he projects. I like Lopez today against my Giants. I don't like his price, but I like him. I think he's good bang for the buck. I don't think Gill should be the highest owned pitcher on the slate versus the Reds. I don't hate it, but I don't think he should be either.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. Especially just at his price. If he was like $9K, I'd get it more. But I mean, he has the upside. It's just, I don't know. I don't really trust it. I don't have a good feeling about him today.
No, and it's the Reds. I don't know. I'm going to have some red stacks just for that reason. Yep. So I'm not there. I'm definitely not interested in any. And I'm sure you're going to get some at GPP, but I want no 10KCs versus the Rangers.
Yeah, I'm not too interested there. I'm about half the field right now, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, so my spot's down today. I like Soriano. I like SWR. I think he's, pretty under 10%. He's pretty good bang for the buck against the Tigers today. I don't mind a little Bobby Miller against the Diamondbacks just for a different leverage point. And I think people are going to maybe throw some Mercado today. It'll be interesting to see. And I tell you, if I was playing GPP, guys, I would make a lineup. Just listen, this is purely game theory based. Do not come for me. I don't want to hear shit. This is based on game theory. I would have a Feltner Dallas lineup where I threw them in the same lineup against each other.
Yeah, I like it.
Right? Listen, I get it. It's gross. It's dirty. Right? Like, I understand it. But from a game theory standpoint, if you're playing 100 plus lineups, heck, if you're playing 20 lineups, I don't hate doing that at 20 lineups today. Like, I just think that's a really unique way that just nobody's nutso enough to do it, right? And if that hits, like, that's just such a massive edge on the field, right? I know the implied odds are like nothing, but those are the other spots I like today. I'm not really into Evaldi. I don't pitch Barrios. Arrigetti's not striking out 10 Blue Jays today, So that's kind of my pool. Who else you got? You taking access to anybody else today?
Yeah, I like pitching in the Angels game, so I like Mitch Spence as well as Soriano, and I actually like Hayden Birdsong. So I'm about 3 times the field on him, which isn't much, but I don't know if I'll be there when the slate starts. But he has massive strikeout upside, so I like going there.
Yeah,
And then I do have a few lineups with Feltner just because he's not as bad as what like his underlying metrics are actually pretty good. So I don't mind going there.
Yeah, and looking at this, for you guys don't know, Birdsong kids arms electric, like electric. Um, the Braves got the 4th highest K rate the last 15 days versus right-handed pitching on the slate. Like nobody, listen, everybody. Here's the thing, right? Remember this: everybody's going to throw Spence, right? People will go to Soriano. I think you're going to get Birdsong at 5 to 7% in SE. So, I think that's a cool way to go there. I like that with the Landis K rate, and we'll talk about their lineup when we get there in a sec. So, but that's pitching as big a slate as we have. Pitching's, condensed to, to that for me today.
Yep.
I get if you want to play the Yankees today, it's the Yankees. No Soto. Rice is still really, really cheap. He's only $2,500 if you want to put first. I'm going to play some Reds. Marte's still only $3,800, but I'm going to play them at if Gill stays the highest owned.
Yeah, I like getting to some Reds in tournaments. I think they look pretty good. As far as the Yankees, it's mainly Rice for me. I think they look okay, but it's not really a team I'm running to stack.
Yeah, he's just a cool way. Like if you want to pivot at first, that's an interesting spot for me. I'm not really interested in the Astros or Blue Jays game. There's just other spots I like today.
Yeah, I'm not either.
It's like I'm over that game.
Yeah.
Atlanta's been cold, man. Like I'm gonna probably, like I said, I like the Birdsong side. I don't hate Lopez. We're lowering the Giants are lowering their K rate. He's a little better against righties than he is against lefties, but he's got some walk issues. So probably going to have some Wade Jr. Walk props today. So, but the total in that game's 8. I like pitching more than I like hitting there.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't have a ton of interest. I don't hate a Soler one-off as a leadoff hitter. I think that's interesting, but that's pretty much it.
Yep. Yeah. It's same. He's only $4,200. Tigers just dropped their lineup, short a couple guys. It's a pretty high K rate. So again, I talked about earlier, I don't mind going to SWR. It's only, the total 7.5. And while I'm a Scooble stan, the Twins just aren't striking out anymore. I mean, Buxton's in the lineup. I get it. But that's where I'm going there.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat.
All right. Interesting spot too that I thought the total, I was going to like the game more, and then the total came in. I'm not on the Rangers Padres game. Total 7.5, 11 game slate. I'm not really interested in anybody there. Langford's getting hot. I don't hate playing Langford as a one-off. Right, he hit for the cycle the other day. The kid's got massive upside. So.
Yeah, I don't have a ton of interest in that game either. I don't mind a few one-offs. That's basically it.
What do you think of the Phillies today versus Wisniewski? I like Stott again batting at the top of that lineup.
Yeah, I like the Phillies. They're one of my higher exposed teams. The lineup ain't as good without Schwarber and Harper, but they're cheap, so it works pretty well.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? You're giving off, right? Like you can play Trey and Baum and Stott, and then right if you add Clemens and Dahl, like you're offsetting it so much.
Yep.
Short of Bush, I don't hate Bush batting second today. Same another spot. First base is just always so deep these days. But Bush batting second, which is where we think he's going to land. We don't have the confirmed lineup, but the total is 9.5 there. So I don't hate like even maybe bringing Bush back on a Philly stack.
Yeah, same for me. I'm overweight the Cubs right now. I know they've been bad, but it's a good matchup, so I like getting there. Their prices are good as well, so depends on the lineup, but I think I'll have some interest.
Well, it is hot as balls here in Missouri today. It's like mid 90s. It's humid as shit. So I'm not into the pitching. The wind's blowing. It's windy, right? Like it's, we got, the wind's blowing out. So I like this Tampa Bay KC game. I like both sides of the game. I want access to both. Um, I like CJ Alexander. They called up. He's only 2K guys, Stoneman tonight. So, you can move Garcia over to second. That gives you some options if you don't play Massey. But I like that kid, CJ Alexander. And then I like, the top of the Tampa Bay lineup.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. This is probably my favorite game on the slate. You got two decent pitchers, but two bad bullpens with good hitting weather. Um, I lean the Rays side more just because their prices are better. I like Brandon Lowe and Josh Lowe, the Lowe brothers, and Randy's still only 4,000, so I like getting there too.
Yep, and I like the upside for me on the KC side. They're just a little less owned, right? Yep. Tampa Bay is getting up there on ownership, but I like I like that. I like the lower owned Royal side. I'll mix and match that for sure. Man, I'll tell you, I'm shocked Coors isn't higher owned at this point. Like I'm looking at the ownership, and I mean it's there, but it's nothing like I expected it to be on this slate. If it stays where it is, I'm definitely getting some access to that game.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened yesterday. Even on a 3-gamer, the Astros were more owned than the Brewers or the Rockies, which was pretty crazy to me.
Yep. I like, Hunter Goodman should still like be catching. He crushes lefties. The kid just murders lefties. Go look at his splits. So right, give me McMahon. Well, obviously Doyle's been on fire, but give me McMahon, give me some of the lefty bats on the Colorado side. And listen, I thought they're going to be higher owned. Like I'm okay, I get it. Like they're expensive as shit, like Yelich and Contreras, and Terang, but you can mix some of that in. I like Reese today at 4,600. Little Freelake, little Mitchell. So, and I don't hate Ortiz.
Yeah, I guess that's part of the reason they're not insane chalk is just because of their prices. But I like some of the value pitching on the slate, so I don't really find it an issue.
Yeah, me neither. And we just got the Rockies lineup. Yep. Hey, they got Rogers hitting second. Doyle's cleanup. Goodman's down in there at the bottom at 4K. He's a good spot to punt. So I like that. Great hitting weather in Oakland tonight. I'll mess with some bats from that, possibly, but I like the pitching better in that game. So I'm probably going to stick to Soriano and Spence today.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. I prefer the pitching. I don't mind having a little bit of access to the bats, but mainly pitching.
And then same, you kind of heard our take on Kirby and G-Rod. Like me and Smitty hadn't even talked yet today, but that's where we're going. Kerstad is still too cheap at $3,100. So if you want some bats there, like he's a good way to, get access because their pin's been okay. But again, I just think that's a unique way to stack that game, especially when it's juiced to the under at 7.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
And then we'll finish up with the D-backs and Dodgers. The Dodgers just, cooled off, and they were due to cool off. Mookie not being in the lineup obviously hurts them. They're still too expensive. Like for what, the output you got to have. The total is 9 there. I get playing just play Shohei. Like it don't matter if they pitch to him, he's gonna hit the ball 5 million miles off of Nelson. And I'll be interested to see what lineup they put out if they do go Jock third. They've been doing that lately against Miller. I think Miller looked better his last outing. He's probably getting stretched out, like really stretched out. Like I feel like this could be a good spot for Miller to kind of get going tonight.
Yeah, I think so too. I kind of like Miller. I think it was FanDuel too. He's really cheap over there. But
I love him at FanDuel.
yeah, that's where I was looking at him at. I was thinking, I don't know. I'm sure they'd let him go 6 if he's pitching well.
Yeah, if he can keep his pitch count down, right? Like I think that I think they'll let him get to 90s tonight. I think he's finally laid out there as we're going. Yeah, it's interesting spots. Looking at kind of checking updated ownership there. Um, and then I'll be interested to see what we get home run contest tonight. I think Reese and Contreras and Willie are going to be the chalk over there with Judge. So this might be the night to do a Judge Otani lineup because everybody goes to Coors.
Yeah, I like that.
Just get a little different there today. Yeah, like I said, as I'm looking at how that goes. Oh man, they see the Astros lineup. I don't hate a little Loper Fido tonight either. That kid can hit. He's only $2,800, so you're looking to punt an outfield position and dumpster dive. That's a good spot to dumpster dive today. So we do want to give everybody a heads up. Smitty's going camping for the 4th. So I'll try to get on tomorrow. I kind of got a crazy day, but I'm taking off. I'll have articles up, but I'm taking off. I'm not doing the show Thursday and Friday. I'm going to go enjoy the holiday weekend myself. So we'll be back with the show on Monday. As always, if you guys got any questions, hit us up in Discord and let's go have a big night. I feel like some fireworks early for us.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, who's your boy today? Who's going yard? Who's your moonshot?
I'm going with Brandon Lau today.
Oh, you like a little Lau action? All right.
Yep.
I'm torn on this. I've been staring at this all day. I think Clemens is going to get it done tonight. I'm going to go a little Cody Clemens.
I like it.
Just do something a little different. I'm going to fade Coors. Meanwhile, they're going to hit 7 homers tonight.
Yeah,
so.
they probably will.
And nobody will be shocked about it. So, all right, boys and girls. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you all soon.